Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water them. Him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno preparest a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja, kadama way. How my house of Bolisa? I don't know what to. It was simply a 4. Akpe. What time you more? Hey. Oh, you wanna don. This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Show no more, where we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral. We are taking sides, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes, aromas, and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the whole family. That is why we say that is exactly what we do here. Bringing in ideas from all walks of life, all the way from Addis Ababa down to Zimbabwe. Oh my God. We bring out all these ideas, sieve out the ideas, pick up the creme de la creme of all these ideas, and use that for the nourishment of our people, developing our continent, our land, our people. This is the headquarters of the truth, and my name, Black Rasta. Now today we have a number of issues to look at. Come here. Watch this. My brother, my sister, we are live on YouTube, live on Facebook. At the same time, we are super live in your homes. Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word. Share the broadcast. Hit on the like button. And of course, send in your comments. We'll be reading them in 2 different batches. You can also find us on the almighty TikTok. We are also on X, formerly called Twitter. You can also find us on Instagram. This is the voice of the people. And they say the voice of the people is the voice of God. Now today we have 3 very important issues to look at. And I need you to come along. First and foremost, we must apologize for the late start of the show. Oh my God. We are doing all we can to be on time. A lot of technical issues left, right, and center. But we will soon deal with all these things, don't you worry. My brother, my sister, my apologies. Our numbers are rolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. We love to do business with you. Today is today. And we have some very important information for you. This is the Black Pot story number 1. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is interesting. It says, I want my source of money to be investigated. And this is Shatta Wale speaking. My brother, my sister, Charles Ni Ama Mensah is an artist par excellence. right here in Ghana. He was called Badana, and after some time he went into oblivion for 10 solid years underground. After enjoying fame to some level, we heard him sing Mokoho, Bandana from Ghana, oh, and everywhere he went, he had the Ghana flag. Right after that, my brother, my sister, he dipped and went underground for 10 solid years. He explained this later when he said that, in fact, he went underground to study the business of music and also to study some of the newest forms of music production. He studied some sound engineering, so when he returned, he was producing his own music largely. He hit the streets so hard, and in no time, the whole of the streets in Accra and some other parts of Ghana all followed him, chanting SM for life, our blood, SM for life, SM for life. This is Shatta Wale. My brother, my sister, when he came, he taught us how to charge good enough money so that in the days of our retirement, if there's any, as musicians and artists, we will not be at the mercy of philanthropists. In fact, he graced some of the biggest shows in Ghana and beyond. This is Shatta Wale. He told us that he was rich. We saw him flaunt his wealth. Cars, the latest cars, some of the most luxurious cars. In fact, sometimes he even sat on money like a chair. He built money into a huge seat and he sat on that and smoked his favorite joint. My brother, my sister, Shatta Wale always credits himself for the hard work that he has put in. In fact, he would never have been able to reach this level of success. He says many were those who discouraged him. Many were those who fought him. Maybe because of his own attitude or otherwise. But this is Shatta Wale, my brother, my sister. I chanced upon a tape where Shatta Wale was speaking. What did he say in this tape? Remember that Iyoko is on his heels. Raymond Archer is the boss of Iyoko. And he is certain that Shatta Wale is into something dubious. He bought a yellow Lamborghini. And this yellow Lamborghini was said to have been shipped into the country via stolen wealth. Stolen money. One Amua has come out to say that truly the money that was used to buy that Lambo was stolen. And it was shipped straight to Ghana and got into the hands of one Kwabena Edubuahin, former boss of the National Signals Bureau, NSB. My brother, my sister, the Iyoko is still on the heels of Kwabena Edubuahin. Their case is lingering in court, and the Iyoko boss, Raymond Archer, believes that there is no way Kwabena Edubuahin is not going in his own words, going down. And he told Shatta Wale this: the man you bought the car from is going down. I don't want you to go down. And if you yourself, you don't want to go down, it is time for you to cooperate with us so we'll deal with this issue. But today, my brother, my sister, it's not all about the yellow Lambo. It's about Shatta Wale daring Iyoko to do something. Let's listen to this short tape, and when we return, we're going to hit it very hard. What is Shatta Wale saying? Open your ears and listen.
See, you go to dance somebody car for this Lambo money.
Man, for where? Mama, I be street up with they buy something for. Sometimes street when they buy these things where this thing happen. Mama, you win some, you lose some. Cause by now, when I say I would go look for the boys where they can't sell the car for me, say it be long. Even now, say when you take money and pass street to buy something for them, you know be like this thing. Mama, the dealership, the garages and things all where they buy car for. When you go buy car for them right now, go back and go say you go take your money. It long. Long. So no be this kind of situation where I go, the way God bless me. Mama said that boy I buy another Lambo. Oh, I will tell you something. That Lambo to make they go check him. It do make it. Mama see me. It do make They no be the cast. If I want me to verify where the money they come from. Everybody go shit for himself for this country. You don't want me to verify where the money they come from. If you say what Shatta Wale, I study music, oh, bad man.
Last time I see they call out the GI people when they come check you and so.
Exactly, because sometimes when these matters and things they happen, then Ghanaians they sit down.
This is Shatta Wale speaking. And you heard him live and clear. He wants his source of money to be investigated. He says he's a street boy and he buys his things from the street. And if there's a problem and he goes back to the street to try and get his money back, it's a long problem. Right now, what he wants is for his source of money to be investigated. And that is what Iyoko wants to do right now. My brother, my sister. Now the Iyoko boss is convinced that there is something dubious going on. We all know that Hajia for real was arrested in the UK. My brother, my sister, and she was shipped all the way from the UK to America to face trial and justice, where she pleaded guilty to some charges. My brother, my sister, these are people who move from one platform to the other, telling people how independent they are, how nobody should allow any man to, bluff around them, and that they must be independent like them. Little did we know that they were thieves. Scammers. People stealing from some old white people who have saved all their money for their retirement. And they want a little bit of warmth. These people go in there with their pretty faces and bodies, and then they try to use that to scam these people. There are a lot of Ghanaians who think that there's nothing wrong with scamming white people. And they give all sorts of reasons. We have pastors and prophets who even pray for these scammers to have good luck so they can scam. Now the other name for stealing is scamming. My brother, my sister, when Hajia for real went in, she boasted that she was going to come out and shame the enemies. The week she said she was coming up, it didn't happen. But many of us from where we sat, we knew that there was a plea deal that had gone on. What is the plea deal? In America and England and some other parts of the world, if you are looking for a certain mafioso, a certain criminal gang, and one member has been arrested and the others are eluding you, all you do is, you know what? Instead of going in for 50 years, we can let you go in for just 2 years. If you can lead us to all these other people. In Jamaica, we call them informants. My brother, my sister, if you accept that thing, that's the plea deal. So you show them where each one of them is. Right after that, serve some 1 year and then you go. Was that what Hajia for real took? Was it a plea deal? Because right after Hajia for real came out, many more people in Ghana started being caught, including people who were so close to her. Kofi Boat. Right now in Shatta Wale's pen, the FBI is on his heels. And now I am glad he has come out to say, hey, come and investigate my source of wealth. But Iyoko believes that the wealth is not clean. Iyoko has his own facts. Shatta Wale has his own facts. At the end of the day, Ghana would win. Who is doing skullduggery? Who is running away from cleanness? Who is dirty and who is clean? I am glad that some of these things are happening. My brother, my sister, when people work hard and make their money, and in just a few hours, some people are able to trick them and steal the money off them. It is terrible. Some people commit suicide. Some are not able to live again normally. Even look at what happened with the DDEP in Ghana. People genuinely took their money and gave out to the nation, borrowed to the nation. Now they want their money back and it's a hell of a trouble. We can't give you the money because the nation is in trouble. Many have died. Many have gone through mental issues and they will never return to normalcy. Let alone somebody who has saved all his life and wants a little bit of warmth, and through a romance scam, this person is robbed of everything. Several millions. Hajia for real and her group, my brother, my sister, were involved in that. Now, what most of them do, they don't really have any talent in music. They get into music and they have people send money into their accounts. Thieves and criminals and scammers. They scam people and make a lot of money. Now, how to bring the money home is a problem. So what they do is they go through some of these so-called musicians who have no talent, and then they put the money into their account because money has been going in there. Oh, these are musicians, they make a lot of money. Or these are businessmen, they make a lot of money. Pastors are even involved in this. Churches in Ghana, Nigeria, and some other parts of the world are into this new kind of scam. I say new, but it's really not new. Money laundering. Somebody sits in a small village in Ghana, scams somebody of about 20 million American dollars. How to bring the money in here is always a problem. So they look for somebody like Blakk Rasta, who has an international appeal and probably makes some good music. You see? And then, oh, Blakk Rasta, we want to pass some 10 million into your account. When it comes, come and then we'll come and take 8 million and give you 2 million. Then they bargain. The churches are doing it. Scammers are all over the place enjoying this kind of thing. My brother, my sister, a lot of our colleagues are involved in this. If you are not involved in it, forget about any money. When they release their music, fellow scammers who have stolen credit cards will stream and stream and stream, and they have millions of views. You go back and check the music you have put there, and you have only 2 views. Because no scammer is your friend. No scammer is following you. My brother, my sister, it is happening in Jamaica, happening in Africa, and so many other parts of the world. And now the FBI is coming after them, one after the other. I am glad that Shatta Wale has come out boldly to say that, hey, check me. I am ready for you to look at how my money comes in. And at the end of the day, if you don't find anything wrong, there will be trouble. He uses some expletives there that I will not be able to repeat. But that's what he said. How many more of these guys can come out and say, I am ready for you to check my source of money. Investigate me. Investigate my source of wealth. At this point, I want to say kudos and congratulations to Shatta Wale to be bold enough to come out and say this. It takes real guts. At the end of the day, we shall see who are the boys and who are the men. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Hey! Hey! Whoa!
Black pot. Coco show, man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, and here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Real reason McDAN'S warehouse was demolished. Daniel Macaulay is his name. My brother, my sister, he has an honorary doctorate degree. So most of the time, he calls himself Dr. Daniel Macaulay. He's a man who loves education. At the same time, he loves business. Sometimes he can be a really tough businessman. When the NPP was in power, McDAN was seen to be a friend of the NPP. I remember I had a conversation with him and he told me, Blakk Rasta, a businessman is friend to every politician and every political party. Any political party that comes into power, people would point fingers at you and say you are a friend to that party. Because we do business. And we need them to make our business work out. But, my brother, my sister, towards the end of the tenure of office of the NPP, it looked like McDAN and the party fell apart. First and foremost, McDAN said something which made Gabi Asare Ochridakun, the pseudo prime minister in the days of Nana Akufo-Addo, angry. McDAN said, and I'm not quoting him, that there were some things that happened which were so bad in the days of Nana Akufo-Addo. And when he critiqued that, Gabi felt that it was a low blow because they had worked with him for all the 8 years. If anything at all, why wouldn't you come to us and tell us? But you would wait until we are out of power or getting out of power, then you come and say some of these things. Many people read that to be that McDAN was trying to jump ships and be in the good eyes or the good side of the new party that was coming into power, the NDC. But McDAN has always maintained that, hey, I am a friend to every politician and we need them for our businesses to grow. Now, whilst he was the chairman, my brother, my sister, of the McDAN group, many things happened under the NPP. What is Blakk Rasta saying? There was some kind of post that they gave to him, and he was in charge of the trade fair. My brother, my sister, there was a guy there called Raymond Archer, who had a certain printing press and was involved in some labeling and some kind of business like that, printing for his daily bread. In fact, at a point, he was the editor of the Chronicle newspaper. He has over 20 years of experience as a journalist. That guy is 49 years old and he's gone to some of the finest schools around the world. Today, he's sitting in as the boss of Iyoko, having progressed to that position from deputizing the man who was in charge, Dapla. Why these long stories? Now, whilst Raymond Archer was doing his business right there at the trade fair, he and Daniel Macaulay clashed. The matter went to court, and the court, according to McDAN, issued the statement, which was clear, that Raymond Archer had to move out because where his printing press was not legal. And when he failed to do that, the court decided to step in and say demolish it. So McDAN went in with his people with no mercy. He had the backing of the court according to him, and back, the whole building went down. Raymond Archer cried and cried. He was said to have uttered in pain that your party is in power now, McDAN. Power is transient. Power will leave your hands. You will see where the real colors are. My brother, my sister, today, Raymond Archer's party is in power. And he is the boss of IOCO, Economic and Organized Crime Office. McDAN just had his warehouse demolished. Long story cut short, demolished. A beautiful warehouse around the airport area. Demolished. And many people are saying that Raymond Archer must also be fingered. He is one of those responsible for the breaking of this. Now I need you to look at the top of the building. It's fresh cement. Can you see? Fresh. I'm going to get to that pretty soon. They demolished it, brought it down, and many people are saying, dog bite dog. Dog niam dog. They say if thief man, God they laugh. But is it a case of thief man, or do me or do you? Raymond Archer says, no, it's not true. He didn't even know that McDAN had a warehouse there. Number two, the day the warehouse was destroyed, he didn't even know. Calls were coming into him. And when he answered some of the calls, he was asked if he had a hand in the demolition of the thing. And he said, what thing? And when he was told what it was, he was mesmerized. He knew that fingers would be pointing at him because McDAN and the trade fair meted the same bouquet of flowers to him when the NPP was in power. My prayer was that it shouldn't be do me or do you issue, because we don't want that in Ghanaian politics. We should grow beyond that. And then Raymond Archer gave me the answers. Now the truth about the whole thing is this. McDAN and the airport company have been fighting over that piece of land for a very long time. The matter has been lingering in court from the days of the NPP. Remember that before the NPP even went out of power, McDAN's private jet company was closed down. Do you remember? And the airport company had to write to McDAN for non-payment of rent and some other such bills. McDAN was able to sort it out after some days. Now it is said that the land on which McDAN built his warehouse belonged to the airport company. And for that matter, airport company came after him. They went to court. It lingered on and on and on. McDAN started building. And when McDAN realized that he was about to lose the case, everything was pointing to the direction that he was wrong. He quickly went to build the top part of it, increase the height very quickly so that his lawyers would go to court and say, you know what? He has spent a lot of money in building this. Look at where the building has reached. Please, have mercy. Temper justice with mercy. Please. And just allow him to pay a fine or even just pay for the place. My brother, my sister, I am not a lawyer. I don't know how some of these things work. But that is what happened. But when they went to court, unfortunately, they asked for the building to be demolished. So they walked in there, and McDAN saw his warehouse come down into rubble the same way Raymond Archer's printing press came down in the same said rubbles. Do you think it's a case of do me or do you? Raymond Archer says he has no power to demolish any building. He is only the boss of the Economic and Organized Crime Office and not a building contractor, not the Minister of Highways, not a clerk in court, not the President of the Republic of Ghana. My brother, my sister, what do you think is the truth? Is this the truth? Or do you think that some things happened underground? Is McDAN guilty? Is that why McDAN is quiet? My brother, my sister, as we speak right now, McDAN is in deep trouble. There are demonstrations at Electrochem in Adan. Remember the conditions under which McDAN got the salt facility. He got it from Parliament. Parliament had an emergency sitting, went through it, and gave him the chance under the NPP, his so-called party, as uttered allegedly by Raymond Archer. Now the people of Adan have been giving him fights time after time. In fact, it was this salt issue that brought me close to McDAN. And from that time, we've been having some good conversations left, right, and center. My brother, my sister, we are told that a number of people at Electrochem have been laid off because they can't cope with the salaries. And there are demonstrations happening today all over in the media. People are wearing red at Electrochem. In fact, demonstrating that they have been treated unfairly. Do you think that this is going to affect the empire of McDAN? Is it a good story for the nation? Is justice being served? What truly is happening? Is it a do me or do you case? Your party is out of power. Now we'll show you where power is. In fact, Electrochem has been disputed, but McDAN is so sure that he has all the documents, and if anybody touches Electrochem, judgment death will be knocking on the doors of the state. The people of Adan are giving him a run for his money, and he has told us that he has built Electrochem right from the start, and he is going to be sending out 1 million ounces of salt each year. My brother, my sister, it is the biggest salt production unit in the whole of Africa, Electrochem. But as it stands right now, people have been laid off. It's certainly going to affect production. Salaries are delaying. Some people are not receiving their salaries. What is happening to the businessman? Recently, he had to pay some unplanned heavy money to the airport company. Now his warehouse has been broken down, and now Electrochem is down. Could this be the beginning of the fall of a great empire? Or would this just be a lesson that will become a springboard for McDAN to improvise some new things and fly higher? It's a Blackport, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. Dash. When we return, we got more, and we will be dash. When we return, we have more. Hey, hey, whoa.
Blackport, Coco Show, man.
It's the Blackport, aka Kukushonomo, and here we speak truth to power. Let's see your comments so that we quickly deal with the final story, and it will be done. Okay. Let the comments come in. You can send your comments via YouTube. Send them also via Facebook. Of course, our numbers are also scrolling on the screens. Yeah, we're working on including our, phone-in segment in this show so that you'll be able to call and we hear your voice live. Kofi Azuma says, make sure all of you watching this live stream right now, click on the button. Yes, the like button and subscribe and donate to the channel. Kelly Blakk says, no gendarme, because you media general workers are really enlightening the populace. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Kofi Azuma says, all of you here, call all your friends and family members to come and watch and listen to Truth Here with Blakk Rasta. Bozuro, Israel. Bozuro, Israel says, I'm watching from Ghana, the Volta region. May God be with you. May God be with Shatta Wale, for real. Johnson Levi says, teach them, Blakk Rasta. Your kind of eloquence is amazing. I always learn so many vocabularies from you. Wow, I'm happy to hear that. Yeah, I'm also a student. When people speak, I learn from them. So I'm a very good listener. Okay, I'm happy about that. Kofi Azuma says, can we get everyone here to share the live stream on all your social media platforms? Please share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this enlightenment, right? Kofi Azuma says, Blakk Rasta, keep preaching nothing but the real truth here. Kofi Azuma says, big up to all here. Okay. JDSGH says, greetings, Blakk. We are live. Woyo, Kojo One Fool says, Blakk family, good evening. Give thanks for another day. Stephen Jackson says, Woyo, we are live here on Monday in the class. Good evening to you, Blakk Rasta, and a very welcome over the weekend. Okay. Eric Jansi says, respectful greetings, Blakk Rasta, watching you live from Abu Dhabi. Kelly Blakk says, Blakk Rasta, if you are live online, send me notification. What you need to do, Kelly Blakk, is to subscribe to the channel so that automatically, anytime we hit, you will be alerted so you can come on. Please subscribe. Hit the subscription button. It's right there, under there. That's it. It's done. Anytime we are on, you would be alerted. Please. And, encourage more people to also come. The channel has been growing so very fast. Within a month, so many things are happening. We're going to get bigger. And remember, we're going to build our own TV station and radio station, and we are looking at it before the end of the year, right? Alhamdulillah. Tia pui pana mpalgriswe. Yes, we have appeared again, and we are saying thank you so much. And it's time now to enjoy a good season, right? That's what he's saying, right? And he's called Muhammad Banjeawan. You think say you day wise? Wayo! Kofi Azuma says, greetings to my brother, Blakk Rasta, on this blessed Monday. Blakk, I catch you live today. Okay. Kofi Azuma, thanks you so much for joining us. Muhammad Banjeawan said, boom. He says, spit the fire. All right? Okay. So Nana Ketia says, big up Blakk Rasta, but next time kindly credit the source of the tape you played about Shatta. You always give credit. I'm sure they skipped you. In fact, I wanted to, but I couldn't find the source. What was the source? I wish you'd be able to tell me so that we'll say it over and over. We always like to do that. I think it was a conference something, I'm trying to know. I picked it from a Bongo Ideas, page. That was where I saw it, and then I thought that it was interesting and we decided to pick it up. So we will find out exactly where it is. It's my duty. All right. Thank you so much. Mohamed Banjeawan says, Oi Mbiale, Zumo Network, Malkul Viala. Do could be Viala, do could break me. Kasidi Ngba scratches la. Still on. He says the network is breaking, right? Is it true? Is it true? Are you all experiencing it like that? Please send me messages so I will be able to fix something. Mr. and Mrs. Candy said, finally, my YouTube has connected. Oh my God. I'm going to watch Professor Blakk Rasta. I am happy and encourage other people to be part of this. Yeah. Kelly Blakk says, Blakk Rasta, you are doing well. May God, Allah, bless you and your generation with good health. Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Many more comments coming in. Seidu Isaka says, greetings from Togo. Mark Romeo Ofori says, my regards, Professor. And Pat Awo says, greetings, Blakk Rasta. Hi, Pat. Hamidu Sule says, Blakk Rasta, salam alaikum. Watching you live from Afenya. Mubarak NBK says, to build and not to destroy. That's correct. Mahami Abubakar says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. I trust you are doing great. Just want to thank you very much for what you have done for us. Our cry is heard. They have reviewed the curfew hours in Alergu and Boku, but we are still crying out to the government for the curfew to be lifted because Damba is next. And please, you know what Damba means to us as a kingdom. Yes, and the whole of the northern region. But I really appreciate what you have done for us. Stay blessed. And thank you. Well, the president watches this every time. Top officials watch this one every time. My brother, my sister, I believe that as long as you continue showing love for peace, love for each other, this curfew will be lifted. Nobody wants a curfew. But they are brought in sometimes because of some little disturbances left, right, and center. But the authorities are listening. And trust me, the way they were able to listen the first time and this has happened is the same way to be done. Yeah? Reginald Selom Bojo says, good evening, sir. Your source of income can be transparent. But if you buy something that is not transparent, you are the same as the one who sold it to you. I agree with you. But sometimes if you are able to prove innocence, and it's investigated, and they realize that, yes, you are innocent. You are truly innocent. King Ras Abogo says, watching you live in the Upper East Region, Bolga, at Hotel Amodase. New Fire, Hotel Amodase. I like that. The Terminal, Gamel says, Blakk Rasta. And Chambwak Justice says, the Terminal, Gamelo. All right. Gamel, how are you doing? Conscious Agbenemu, Ahosu. Yes, Conscious Agbemenu, Ahosu, Agbemenu, Ahosu. Says, Shatta Wale pa, why? Amos Sa Bobo says, Blakk Rasta, I'm watching you way inside Liberia. Mame, how are you doing? I love Liberia. Is Liberia getting better? Ebenezer Ando says, good evening, Ghana. Jezero Dickenzie says, good work, Blakk Rasta. Zion Genesis says, good evening, everyone. Speak up. Yes, we are speaking up. Yes, we will not stop speaking up. All right. Okay, so we'll come in with the next batch of comments pretty soon. In the interim, let's take the final comments. Story number 3. Watch this. Hey. I have better credentials than GTEC boss. Honorable Dr. Grace AYENSU, who is the boss of the GTEC. He's called Professor Ahmed Jinapo. That's him. Oh my God. I got in contact with him when Hassan Ayarga's issue came up. And in fact, at the point, Hassan Ayarga believed that he was being, in fact, victimized. And he even wrote in the letter that we read the other day that, why are you coming after me? Are you trying to victimize me? Is it me alone or is it happening to everybody? Well, time has vindicated the GTEC boss. It looks like so many different people have been using titles that are on end. And I like the guts of this man. He's called Professor Ahmed Jinapo. He's a brother to the Jinapos. It doesn't matter where you are hiding. You could be on this party divide or the other party divide. He will come after you. Tanko computer has gone down. No more doctor. My brother, my sister, we all remember that lady who was given that presidential appointment and she was cut off like a bad habit when she faked a degree. Ghana is getting more serious. You see illiterates sitting on radio and they call themselves doctor this, doctor